we come to a total and complete stop. Now if you look above your head, that's an animal spotting guide with some of the animals we may or may not see, so make sure you keep an eye out.
Those things.
Now this is going to be the animals' homes, not ours, so let's treat them with respect. Please do not try to scream, yell, whistle, holler, bark, roar, meow, pet, touch, or feed the wildlife. That means no eating on board, no smoking or vaping at any of our Disney parks. If you guys have any questions, I'll take them at the end of our tour after I drop you guys off, and before I get you guys on your next wild adventure. That being said, everyone, sit back, relax. Let's enjoy our smooth 2-week journey to the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. And we're gonna have so much fun over the next 2 weeks. It's only gonna feel like 16 and a half minutes. Now we begin our adventure in the Little Leteri Forest. Now here in the forest, these animals do a good job at hiding, so we need your help trying to spot some of these animals. Over there to the right, look at that, we have an okapi. The okapi is striped like a zebra from its legs, shaped like a horse, but it's actually related to the giraffe because of its skull shape and its tongue. In fact, people believe that animal evolved to become the giraffe. As it left the forest and entered the savanna, its food got higher and higher, which means its neck got longer and its legs got even longer. Now the reason we know they're related to giraffes is because of their skull shape and their tongue length. Now with their tongue, it's about over 14 inches in length. Now that animal on the right is endangered due to deforestation of its natural habitat for coltan mining. If you look right there to your right, peeking out of the bushes, right behind you guys over your shoulder, you're gonna see the bongo. The bongo on your right is gonna be a female, and we know that because of the color of her coat. And right in front of us, I think I see a very special bird. Where is she? Or where is he maybe? Nope, that's her, that's a girl. About 5 feet tall with a 9-foot long wingspan across. I believe it's about the other male, as the females do have these beautiful bright yellow eyes, while the males have dark brown eyes. Now we're going to be able to see the bongo once again up here to the right. She is going to be a little bit harder to see. They're known as the ghost of the forest. Blink and you'll miss them as they tend to stay moving. Now if you look at her horns, they're slanted backwards at an angle. They keep them from getting caught in any bushes when they're trying to escape their predators. Now my friends, we have many critically endangered species that call the Harambe Wildlife Reserve home. In fact, you've already seen 2. The okapi and the bongo are both endangered. I'll let you know which other animals are endangered as we see them. But for now, we're going to leave the forest and enter the Safi River. Here in the Safi River, these animals are known for their jaws, their teeth, their bite. Look to your right, out of water, the Nile hippopotamus. Now make sure we stay seated back there, friends. The Nile hippo on your right hand side has a jaw so strong it beats out the jaws of a crocodile, a lion, pretty much any animal, as the hippo has the strongest bite of any animal in the world. They are herbivores, which means they only eat plants. As you can see, they have some hippos to the left there. Oh, let's see if we can get close to these. Now these animals do not swim, they just walk across the river. Make sure we stay seated back there, friends.
He's right there behind the...
Now with the hippos, these animals do not swim, they just run across the river floor. Maybe we'll spot some more. I know I see some movement up here. We do have some hippos there. They're going to be hard to see. Let's see if we can find some more. On the left hand side is going to be the largest species of crocodile in Africa. These animals are able to eat their entire body weight within a single meal.
There's 3 of them.
That means these animals don't have to hunt every single day. In fact, they only hunt about once a week during the summer months and about once every 2 weeks during the winter. There's one tree that stands above the rest here on the reserve because of its very unique look. I try to build as much anticipation as I can since we're driving very slow. That tree's going to be over here to your right hand side, known as a baobab tree. This tree holds so much water if an animal cannot find a watering hole. It's going to dig its horns or tusks into that tree, releasing water for that animal to drink, giving that tree the nickname, the Tree of Life. That tree is also the first sign we're entering my personal favorite part of the reserve, also the largest part of the reserve. Everyone welcome to the savannah. The savannah is home to many animals you might be familiar with. Some of them you can already see from here. These animals are known for their height, their spots, their stripes, their teeth, their horns, their roars, their speed, their stampede, or even their size, big or small. Now we do have to be a little bit quiet over here as We don't want to spook any of these animals. Now we do have the wildebeest. These wildebeest can travel in herds from as small as 2 to as big as 1.5 million per herd. There's so many in a single herd, it is often believed you can see these animals from the International Space Station during their Great Migration. Look right there, friends, to the right. The baby zebra.
Where?
Now we might get a little bit closer, but not too close, of course. That's going to be a
Way
mountain
up
zebra.
there.
Now we know it's a mountain zebra because of their very sharp hooves, and they're able to go up and down steep inclines because of those hooves. Now every day I do get asked what color is a zebra. Friends, look at that nose and that'll give you the answer.
It's a baby zebra.
Technically a zebra is black with white stripes. Now friends, remember, make sure we keep our arms all the way inside the vehicle for me.
Look, he's coming. Come here.
Now the only way that zebra can tell which one is her mom is going to be by the pattern on the zebra's behind. That's how the baby can find the mom. Now with the wildebeest, they actually do not have a leader like most animals do. Instead, when one of them starts to run, they all start to run. And a herd of wildebeest is actually known as a confusion. Animals don't like to hang around this area because of the predators on our left. That's going to be the painted dogs inside the cave.
Yeah, I see him.
The African wild dog, also known as a painted dog, is one of the best hunters in the world. They have a 90% success rate of hunting, which is better than the lion.
What?
They hunt in a pack, which is what makes them so successful. Over here to the right, the Maasai giraffe, the tallest animal in the world, standing at a whopping 20 feet tall, making them taller than this truck. But friends, we have one thing in common. That's going to be the neck. Look at that long neck.
There you go.
That long neck is only 7 bones. The same amount of bones found in the human neck. Now this tall pile of dirt, over 30 feet tall, that's a termite mound. Millions of termites. It's as strong as concrete, even though it's made up of dirt and poop. I'm sorry for all the bumpiness up here. It's gonna get a little rough. Here's another look at a Maasai giraffe. This is one of our younger giraffes. You can see a little bit shorter. They have very, very long tongues. Their tongues are about 14 to 16 inches, and they're dark purple. That dark purple helps them from getting sunburned. That's because they eat so frequently. Believe it or not, they eat more than they sleep. They only sleep for 2 hours a day. That's in 15-minute naps throughout the day. The giraffe can sleep standing up. They can sleep with their eyes open. And when a giraffe is first born, if you look at their stomach down to the ground, it's about a 6-foot drop. So a giraffe will give birth standing up. But when a giraffe is first born, within the first 15 minutes of its life, a giraffe can see, hear, walk, and even run. That's because they're so fragile at that small age, you have to be able to get up and go. My favorite animal is going to be right here to the right. You guys see those giant horns? It's going to be the Ankole cattle. Now from the smallest antelope to the world's biggest. On our left, this antelope, known as the eland, will be the male eland. See how giant he is? He weighs around 2,000 pounds. He can jump 6 feet up into the air. Quite impressive.
That's very impressive.
And now the rest of our Maasai giraffes.
Some more.
Now they don't have any sharp horns or any sharp teeth. So what's going to be their main defense mechanism? It's going to be those sharp hooves. It's very powerful legs.
Well, right there's a tree. Giraffe butt. Yeah, and then 2 back there.
I want to ride one.
Might be a little bony.
Put a little saddle on it.
Okay,
Now
alright.
giraffes have incredibly large hearts. Their heart is about 25 pounds and it's 2 feet long. That's because they need a big heart to push the blood up their neck into their brain. Here's a closer look at some more springbok. Like I said, the second fastest land animal, 55 miles per hour. They can jump about 12 feet forward, 12 feet backward, 6 feet up into the air, which means if they want to, they can run over here and jump over your head to the other side of this truck.
Yeah.
To the left, you can see some elephants over there. They're gonna be a little bit harder to see.
They're gonna be on your side. Yeah.
Elephants on your left-hand side are African elephants. How do we know? Look at those ears. Those ears resemble the shape of the continent of Africa, which is where they're from. They have the largest ears of any elephants in the world. Also to the left, the greater flamingo, standing at about 5 feet tall. Both the males and the females have those pretty pink feathers. But it will take them 2 years for them to turn pink from their head down to their feet. Now, I'm sure you guys may know a gathering of birds is known as a flock, but a gathering of flamingos is known as a flamboyance. See if we can see the elephants. Oh, look, there they go. They're right here to the left. A beautiful yet endangered animal. Also a very protected species. Now friends, a lot less open land, a lot more bushes and trees, but we're still in the savannah, and if you look, some white rhinos. Not as endangered as they once used to be. In fact, they're not endangered anymore. There's over 10,000 out in the wild, and their numbers just keep growing, which is a great thing. In fact, their numbers are even growing here in the reserve. Over the last 2 years, we introduced 3 baby rhinos. Oldest being 2 years old, and the youngest being a year. Laying down over there, I think that's going to be the oldest. I think that is the middle child, maybe. He looks a little too small to be the biggest one. Yep, that's going to be the boy. The baby boy. He's about 1.5 years old. Now rhinos, actually these rhinos are nearsighted, which means they can't see very far. They can only see about 10 feet in front of them. Everything else is a blur. So they have a heightened sense of hearing and smelling, so I'm sure they can smell us from there. Over to the right, some more white rhinos. Another baby. That is going to be the oldest boy. He is 2 years old. This animal is going to be hard to see, or should I say hard to spot, because of her spots right there to the left.
Where? Oh, I do. She's laying down on the rock. Wait.
The cheetah on your left is going to be the fastest animal on land.
You see her?
They can reach a top speed of 65 miles
Right
per
there.
hour.
Yeah, she's lying
And
flat.
short distance sprinters, not long distance runners, which means they only have a few seconds to run and capture their
Another one
prey.
there.
Cheetahs are the largest feline species that meow and purr. Cheetahs do not roar like your other big cats. They sound a lot more like a common household cat.
Did not know that.
But an animal that does roar is up ahead to the left.
Oh, he's sleeping.
Oh, they're sleeping today?
Right there, right there.
lion.
Oh my god. That big old kitty.
Now he is sleeping. That's because these animals, I'm sure you guys have heard the song The Lion Sleeps Tonight. But this animal sleeps at night, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, pretty much all day. Lions will rest anywhere between 18 to 20 hours a day. That's because when they're up and awake, they need to have as much energy as possible and be as alert as possible whenever they hunt. Now the females are the ones that do all the hunting and the gathering, while the males stay back and protect the pride. A pride is we call a gathering of lions and a territory. I'm sure you guys have heard of Pride Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Now a lion's roar can be heard 3 to 5 miles away.
Oh wow.
That sends a message to all the other animals that this is their territory and no one else's. Let's see if we can find the lioness. Hopefully she's just napping somewhere where we can see her. There she is.
Where?
That rock right there, maybe? Behind the green. Where?
Now they mainly hunt in the evening, right before it gets very dark as the sun is setting.
Oh, I see.
Now
In
they have
between
these
the in
thin white
between the two
lines
trees.
around their eyes,
She's in
which
between
help
the two
with
trees.
their night vision.
That's the yeah. He's like, you better rest up so you can gather my dinner tonight.
I'm sure you guys know how to pronounce lion in
I'm gonna watch
Swahili.
these babies that are in here.
It's actually pronounced Simba.